Hey, what up guys? It's Mike.
It's Dan.
It's the village in Britain where tons of Chinese tourists show up, but nobody knows why.
Nobody knows why, and we don't know why.
I know why.
Well, I know why they show up.
I'm gonna explain to you guys why.
All right.
Later.
So basically, when we say village, we literally mean like a plain, just run-of-the-mill.
I lived in one of these before. Not in England.
Not in
but
England.
like these are literally like the small towns.
Yeah.
In Iowa. It's somewhere.
It's just a town.
Yeah.
It's literally, it's not even like the birthplace of anyone. It's not a fake, to Englanders, this is just a town.
Just a town.
It's not even like when you drive through America, you're like, oh, so-and-so president was born there.
Mark Twain's hometown. No. Nothing special about this town.
The English village of Kidlington, Oxfordshire, okay? I don't know where that is. It's somewhere in the
I think it's
English.
Shire. Maybe they just convinced them. They're like, this is the Shire.
Oh yeah, like Lord of the Rings. This is the Shire, and they're like, oh. But then there's 100 towns, 1,000 million towns named Shire.
Yeah.
So literally, when we say descended upon, I mean it literally looks like they invaded the town. I mean they're everywhere. Like they're just, and what are they doing? They're taking photos.
Yeah, they're doing touristy stuff. Like they were at Stonehenge or something. Like here's a picture of Long.
Go.
I love it. And then they're like looking into people's windows.
They're knocking on the doors of neighbors and they're asking to take selfies of them. Like this guy right here. Yeah. He's not famous.
No.
He's just a regular English bloke. And some of the English people are like, well, maybe is it because like there's some historical houses? No, they're not even taking photos of the historical houses. They're just it's a modern random house.
Yeah.
That's like they just came around here and they're like what are you photographing?
Yeah.
This house. You're like, it's not remarkable.
Yeah, it's literally they're like kind of rude about it because they're walking around people's property.
I mean, like look
and
at
they're
this.
looking in their windows and they're like taking selfies in front of their homes, and you know that's considered like rude.
Even if you're not, and even if you're not like, let's say Chinese tourists, even if, let's say you live on this quaint street, right? All of a sudden, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people who don't live, you know everyone that lives there.
Yeah.
So if 7 strangers came into your town and started doing this, that you'd be very
and they stand out because they're Chinese.
Right. Oh, and because you know Britain people can't tell if they're Chinese or not, right? So they're like, oh, Chinese and Japanese, and then other people are like, no, this is definitely Chinese. Very little chance that they're Japanese tourists. And you have some theories why.
Yeah, I'll tell you why exactly. I'll tell you exactly.
So tell us why
happened.
this is why they're
basically
Chinese.
The tour company scammed them and said something to the effect of, "Hey, this is a very special little village with important people. Blah 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 blah." And then they did it because it's convenient for them. It's like, I don't have to drive very far. I can just take them there one full day.
Yep.
And what they could be spending in this village.
But how gullible? I mean, we're talking about ultimate gullibility here.
Just keep in mind, these are people who bought cans of air. All right?
I mean, I'm in the village and I'm like, okay, so where's what you're telling me? So this is the town.
No, they'd be like, yo, this town is built upon an ancient burial ground for whatever. Like Hogwarts used to be here. Like, that's what they told them.
Like, I'd be like, like, all right, well, this just looks like a street. I mean, even in China.
I mean, the other explanation would be this. They're like, this is a tour of how the English people live. Like, everyday life. The everyday life tour.
But like, okay, let me ask you though. Then why are buses flocking here in droves? Like, we're talking about just here. We're not talking about...
Oh, I'll tell you this though. Right. Okay, a lot of times the tour companies in China, they control everything. Okay. Where people go because the tours are cheap. Okay. They control everything. They're like, yeah, you know, we're gonna take you here. We're gonna show you the daily life, like living of a English person.
Right. I mean, this is the weirdest thing ever.
I mean, this is like literally a bus full of people showing up at like Fairmont, Minnesota. That's where I used to live.
Yeah.
A town of 13,000. And you're like,
13,000? That's nobody.
Yeah.
Like, when we drove across America, there were towns bigger than that.
There's a lot of towns bigger than that.
I'm just saying, like, it would be like going to nowhere, and then there's no famous destinations, and they're basically just duped right here.
Yeah.
Duped. And they paid good money for this.
They look happy though.
They do look happy. They do look happy.
And the English people are kind of making money off them. They're selling them like
teas
tea
for
stuff.
whatever. I mean, what else are you gonna sell Chinese people?
my God.
Yo, but here's the thing. You can just sell a Chinese person tea. They're like, yo, we invented tea, man.
No.
You guys,
they would buy. Think about it. There's no restaurants there, right?
right?
So if I was one of the neighbors, I'd be like, yo, look, I'm gonna sell you some authentic English biscuit. Authentic cucumber sandwiches.
Yeah.
And I'd be 13 euros or like 13 pounds. And they'd be like, yeah, all right, well,
This is authentic British
homemade
sandwiches.
cucumber sandwiches.
I mean, they must have told them like the Queen was born here. I mean, like what cultural? Because look, they speculate that a rogue tour guide told them that Harry Potter, some character.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like Hogwarts used to be located there. There's some magic wand buried underneath someone's backyard.
All right, here's the thing. Chinese people, they're not that like old people.
What are you
that
talking
crazy.
about?
No,
Chinese people are the most gullible people on the planet.
What I'm saying is they might believe it, but why do these older people care that? Why would they care that much about Harry Potter?
Well, that might not be Harry Potter.
Okay,
it
right.
might be some other stuff.
Okay,
so it could be anything.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what would they care about that
you
much?
could be like, well, you could be like, hey, you know why Dumbledore lived to be 1,000? Oh, yeah, you drink the water from one of these lawns or something.
I mean, no one knows still. There's all this speculation. It's still happening.
Well, I have an idea. Why don't someone just ask one of them?
No, because they don't speak Chinese.
Yo, I'll go there and ask him myself.
Because this is a English village.
I'll solve this riddle.
There's no Chinese person living in 13,000 people in this English village.
If I lived in that village, I would be raking it in because I'll cook some fried rice. I'll be the only house serving Chinese food.
Oh, then they would come too.
Yeah.
Because you know one thing that Chinese tourists do is everywhere they go, they still want to eat Chinese food.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, you're in, say, Italy. Yeah. You're like, I want Chinese food. It's like, you're in Italy. You're in somewhere like Southern America where they have barbecue. You know, they're known for food. They still want Chinese food. And they will literally get in the bus and go to the nearest Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Anyway, let us know your theory on why they're showing up at this little village. Thanks for watching, guys.
Later.
See you.